Lito, so right here at the fault line. I'll go up fault line. Now I'm up the fault line. This is Long Point. Now I wanna make me a little left right here. Now you can't see it on camera, but there's a dip. This is the fault line that runs through Houston. Oh, you can see it good right there. Now these houses, these four houses, I'm not sure if they knew. Over here used to be a Kmart. This used to be a Kmart. And the Kmart shut down probably sometime in the mid 90s. I'm trying to think. They sort of closed doors. Then it became a flea market. Then they tore it down and built these monstrosities, and most of where the Kmart used to be. But yeah, you can see it right there. You can see it good right there. See that curve, that bend? Man, I wish I could zoom in better. See that building with the yellow curb and that curve? That is the fault line that's running through this part of Spring Branch. And where I'm at right here, the ground is receding, it's sinking and sliding, and the ground over here is kind of staying put. And these townhomes, this fault line runs through these townhomes. And now there was a neighborhood way back there. Now I checked on Google Maps. Most of the neighborhood has been torn down. A new house has been put on top. And you do have patches of just green lots where no houses are there. But I remember houses being going through this fault line. You can really probably can't see it. Yeah, probably can't see just that dark patch right there. That's the ground heaving up. But you had houses that were built on top of this fault line. You can see the house, the way the house snaked up in the garage. One part of the garage would be shut, touching the pavement. The other side of the garage had like a 2-foot gap. You can crawl under the garage almost. But yeah, that's how big this fault line. I can't remember the name of the fault line. I gotta look it up again. It actually has a name. This fault line does. But it's one of many that runs through Houston. But this is one of the most prominent that run through Houston. I think I want to go over there. I want to go Peck Road. Is that Peck? That's Peck Road. I want to go over there real fast. That's another part where the fault line comes through. You can kind of see it where it says Long Point Market. How the roof, where the white part of the automotive store is flat, and it dips down. That's part of that fault line going right through that building. I know they got plumbing problems. There's no way you can't have plumbing problems with something like that. Also, over here to my right, over here, there's a little cemetery. And it's a Hollandale Cemetery. I once knew a girl way long time ago. Her name was Grubbs, Rhonda Grubbs. And I think she mentioned that her family is actually related to the Hollandales who are buried right here in the cemetery. Because one day I was talking about Houston, and somehow we got to talk about old cemeteries. And she mentioned, out of the blue, this one little cemetery sitting right here behind all this stuff. Yeah, that's a little cemetery. So let's see. This is Peck Road. And yeah, they've done pretty good job. But yeah, you can see it's going downhill from here, going downhill. So everyone, in fact, you can sort of see. I know I'm shaking this camera around. This video is gonna suck. But yeah, you can sort of see how the wall has go down this contour. And this fault line actually snakes in and out through this neighborhood. It's actually sort of zigzags. It's not a straight line. It zigzags through the neighborhood. And I don't think if I find something, I'll be back on. Yeah, you can't see it too well, but you see the grass, and you see the grass sloughing down on the house, the hill, and the house and driveway. That is right here is part of the fault line. This place has changed so much. All the houses that I've seen that are really affected by this fault line are all gone. But yeah, that's the fault line runs right through that house. Like right now, I'm actually driving up the fault line right now. Now it's not an active like earthquake fault line. It's just ground subsiding. We have one part of the ground that's subsiding and slipping a little bit. Other part staying put. I remember as a child, every so often it would get bad. We had a school bus that used to run on it. And if you're in the back of the bus, it'll throw you up top of the ceiling. And every so often they had a crew out there that was repaving it, trying to make that hump less of a hump. So it's an active slippage. It's not like just a slippage. Very active slippage because they always had to maintain it. So yeah, anyone who built houses or bought a house or townhome right there in that area, you got. I hope they told you that you're sitting on the fault line, because again, it's not an earthquake fault line, but it will give you plumbing problems. Your plumbing will slowly break your plumbing, crack your foundation. You're gonna have problems. It just, yeah, you got. I hope they told you that you're on the fault line. Again, here's that Long Point and Peck Road again. That's the cemetery right there, the Hollandville Cemetery. So, yeah, I think this GoPro is great, but it doesn't have good zoom. Yeah, and just looking down Long Point, and the fault line is, when I drive, the truck might not notice it. You might not notice it on the camera, but it's a dip. Now back in the old days, this road here wasn't 4 lanes, it was only 2, and it was a really pronounced dip, and over the years they have repaved and regraded the road, so it's not as pronounced dip as it used to be. Again, this side over here used to be that's your Kmart. That's your Kmart over there. Over here used to be a Dunkin' Donuts. So yeah, that's right over here. We're about to go down the fault line. You can sort of see it in the parking lot there a little bit. But yeah, right here we're going down. Yeah, I can tell how new this pavement is. So you had this older pavement, that brand new pavement. That's them trying to regrade. The pavement and get that hump out of the pavement and make it smooth again. It's gonna come back again. It just, you can't change that. It's nature. That's all for the Houston fault line in Spring Branch. To be such a key. This video might get boring. All these little side memories really don't have any impact except for me, really. But still, I want to throw them out there. Maybe someone from this area that has been back a long time will say, "Man, that's Spring Branch. That's nothing I remember." That old truck in front of me, was that a Ford? Yeah, that's a nice old truck. Dang. Please let you keep.